Hi everyone, I am Zai Tong and I will be your host for today. In this episode of OTY1 101, I will be going around to interview different participants to find out their meaning of occupation. Can you do a short interview with me?
Oh, sure.
So for a start, can you please tell me more about yourself?
I'm a working mom.
Hi, I'm Alice and I'm 29 this year and I suffer from a spinal cord injury.
I'm a student. Yeah.
First of all, let's just find out what does occupation mean to you now.
I'm still studying, so I don't have a job.
警察咯，工作咯，但是我退休了。
Let me tell you a bit more about occupations. There are actually many different types of occupations. You can actually take a look here.
Oh, okay.
Occupations refer to the everyday activities that we do as individuals, with families, and even with the community to bring meaning and purpose to life. It can include many different forms of activities, which include ADLs and IADLs, productivity like volunteering work, leisure activities such as playing games, even resting such as sleeping can be considered an occupation. So what do you think your occupations are now?
I didn't know that eating and resting is actually part of my occupation.
Honestly, I didn't really know that there's such a deep meaning behind the word occupation. Right now, due to my injury, my occupations are very restricted and most of the time I spend my days sleeping at home or watching shows or I go for rehab.
麻将、4D 背多多啊，是我的 leisure 啊，还有什么啊？想一想哦，还有煮饭，还有蹦蹦是我的ADL。
So out of all your occupations that you just told me, which one matters to you most?
麻将、4D. Spending time with my kids because I really enjoy doing leisure activities with them.
But right now with my injury, everything become like an inconvenience to me. And I really wish that I can just go out with my friends and my family without having to travel so inconveniently. And right now, I just wish to be able to get back to sports.
What if one day you are unable to carry out this occupation? How will you feel or what will you do?
I have never thought of that, but spending time with my children means the most, and it's the most important and meaningful activity that I can do with them. If I'm unable to do so, I think I will feel like I didn't fulfill the role as a parent.
I will feel sad, of course, and pretty helpless. Sports was everything to me, and not being able to do it just makes me feel that there's no meaning to my life.
煮菜很重要咧，我的查某囝伊食我的菜咧。
I think my future will be very bleak because if I don't study, then I can't find a job.
Thank you to the 4 participants for their sharing. Now that we have a brief understanding of the meaning of occupations, let's sum it up with some examples. Leading back to one of the examples provided in the interview, mahjong can be a leisure activity that strengthens a person's memory, decision-making and observation skills. It is engaging and allows social participation to take place, which can be beneficial especially to the older adults. It may not necessarily bring good physical health, but it is able to promote a good sense of psychosocial well-being. However, it may become addictive in nature when the person is too hung up on the bet and ends up having to compensate the payment with something of value. With that being said, playing mahjong is not a bad occupation. Some tweaks in the game can include reducing the bet or merely just playing for fun with friends. Otherwise, it may also be good to look into other forms of occupations such as joining community club classes and activities or even taking a stroll in the park. This allows them to be active and they can improve their physical and mental well-being through social participation and engagement as they can meet people with common interests. Thank you for tuning in to this episode. Let me ask you all a question. Is playing hopscotch an occupation? If you answer yes, that's correct.